What's up, my guys? Welcome to another show, NBA show from SBR. Make sure you guys go to sbrpicks.com/NBA. Check out all the articles, the NBA content we have over there. I'm your host, Jay Money. That's my guy, Jordan Sharp, and that's my guy, Junior Browne. Triple J show, like a Jaren Jackson the Jr. or something. But what's up, my guys? Jordan, how was your weekend, my guy?
Not bad. I took Saturday off, but we hit it. We hit some pretty nice plays yesterday. The main one had the first half under in the Clippers and Dallas matchup. That was pretty easy. You kind of figured the Clippers were going to come out with some defensive intensity right from the start. Dallas obviously missed some open shots in that game too, I think early. But and then sorry, couldn't even think about it earlier in the day. Got that first half under in Phoenix, LA again. So felt pretty good about yesterday. Ready to roll here once again on a Monday. How about you, Junior?
Yeah, Saturday's picks 3-0. Obviously no show yesterday, but I had a write-up for SBR where I took the Suns plus 6.5. So it's been a good weekend. Just trying to keep it going this week. Jay, what about yourself?
Well, I must say, man, I'm pretty turned up right now. Not too high, but it's not even off games. I'm just happy. I mean, I must say, took a few losses some days, and I was still just happy. It's right now, main thing, most important to me, my guys, is all about peace and happiness. That's worth more than money to me right now. But I mean, the money's nice too. I must say. I mean, you still got to pay bills and stuff. Saturday was a nice day. The Bucks. I was telling people, hey, Bucks and Blazers. I think it's a spot. Cash Blazers top play smacked it. It was on the Blazers, man. We cashed it 115.95, easy winner trifecta spot. You know what I'm saying? I like it when it's like that. The Bucks, they smacked up the Heat. I was trying to tell people, hey, maybe look towards Bucks live in that game. You should be able to get some plus money. The Heat gonna come out with something. That exact same thing happened. Bucks end up smashing them. So even if you just took full game, 120-103, Smack City. The Sixers, 132 or 103 over the Wizards, Smack City there to go up 3-0. Obviously, that was the game where the Wizards really supposed to show something if you want to try and make this a series. No, we know Westbrook and the Bill are both hurt. So, I mean, enough about that one. And then the Jazz. I believe I had Jazz first half as well on Saturday versus the Grizzlies. We knew the Grizzlies come back to the house after four basically business type games or whatever. Hadn't been at the house for a while. Had to fade them early on. Jazz cast first quarter and first half. Almost pissed away full game. Grizzlies showed that they can hang with them. But Donovan Mitchell proves he was the best player on the floor. Pulled that one out. And yesterday, I feel like Junior. I was on the Suns, son. I was all over them boys. +7, plus the 6. They end up winning the game outright. I don't get greedy. I don't take money lines. Give me plus the points. They win. I'm just watching the game, and I just love it. Point shaving, Browne? Is that you? But nah, 192, my guys. Suns over the Lakers. Now, AD did go out, which, I mean, we had some inside info. AD was hurt. Like, we knew this. If you go and read your stuff, you know that he wasn't 100%. He didn't come back second half. Suns get the win. Hawks, 113-96 over the Knicks there. And he's going to have to try to come back in this game 5 and really try and show something because right now the Hawks are really running away with this series. Julius Randle's not the same. RJ Barrett's not hitting shots. It's tough when you're asking D Rose to be the best player on your team, in all honesty. So it's tough for the Knicks. We'll see what they bring. The Nets, 141-126. Another bottle thrown at Kyrie. He went over there and stepped on the Celtic. It's pretty tough. And the Clippers, they topped the series 2-2. It's a whole new series now. Luka, more inside info there that he was hurt, not 100%. And you can tell Winston pretty much the whole game. He's hurt, my guys. His neck all the way down to his arm. You see, he got the Kinesio tape on. 106-81, my guys. Enough of me talking. Today's Monday. Let's get Memorial Day as well. Just 2 games, Jordan. Let's go to the first game, my guys. 76ers versus Wizards. I'll let you take it off. Enough of me talking.
I don't really know. The one thing I'm kind of concerned about with this game is just like it seems like everybody's going to be on Philly. So it's like are we overvaluing the injury situation with the Wizards? Are we in a point where the Wizards we're pretty much in agreement that they've planned their vacation to start tomorrow, June 1st? I don't know. I don't know if the Wizards are going to come out and fight in this. Well, the steam would lead me to believe that most everybody believes that Sixers are going to put this series away here tonight. So I don't know if I'm going to get in the business of recommending anything other than the Sixers here in this game. But for me, I do not have a play on this game. It would probably, for me, It 8.5 to 9 number with the Wizards kind of fighting for their lives and their season. It does concern me. I think for the full game, if you do like the Sixers, I'd probably more lean towards them early. But just a lean for me here in this one. I don't have a play on this game today.
Real quick, go ahead, Junior. I want to let you go, and then I'm asking. Junior, what are you on here? Are you reverting back to Jordan here, or are you what we doing in this Smack City spot, Junior, or what?
I'm on the total. Actually,
my fucking guy.
Yeah, I'm on the over.
Damn, that wasn't the one I was throwing.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, fellas, but I just feel like for two reasons. One, I hate to underestimate the Wizards, even though they've been getting smacked around. You know they're not going to just roll over and die. If you're going to beat them, you're going to have to come out and really beat them, which the Sixers have shown they have no problem with. I'm on the over because I think you get the best effort that the Wizards can put out, which means they're going to score more than what they've been doing the last couple of games, which is barely getting over 104, 105 points, right? And as far as the Sixers, listen, Joel Embiid is shooting 73% from the field in the last two games. It's like a grown-ass man walked into a high school practice and it's like, yo, can I run with y'all? I just want to get a sweat. And he's just going out there and just getting whatever he wants. And I'll tell you why I say that. In the last two games, Embiid, excuse me, even though he shot 73%, he's only attempted a total of 10 free throws. He's the leader, the NBA leader in free throws per game. He shoots 11 free throws per game. And the reason he's only attempted 10 free throws in the last two games is very simple. He doesn't have to try. They're smacking these guys around so bad that he doesn't even really have to get his hands dirty. And that's just kind of a sign of what I think is going to happen again today. I think Philly's going to put up another $120. I think the Wizards are going to play him tougher than they have the last couple of games, which is my reasoning for going over.
Got you. I hate betting totals. Jordan, just real quick, what do you think about that, Jordan? I must say I was leaning towards the under. I think if the Wizards want to play one of their better games, they got to try and bring out their defense. I mean, you don't really – obviously, they're a run and gun type of team, but this is the playoffs. Every possession matters. If you want to stay in this game, you're going to have to play defense, simply put, Jordan. But what do you think about this one? Last game went over. What you think about this one?
The thing about the over, I think, in this one is you're just banking on Philly running them out of the gym tonight. Essentially, I think those two are very correlated tonight. So I would tend to probably once again kind of err on the side of leaning earlier in the game, maybe than the full game. But that being said, like this whole series basically has been played to the Sixers kind of style. The Sixers have basically said, yeah, we can get at run and gun, but we can also slow you down and just essentially turn, like you guys said, into the Wizards into a jump shooting team. They have no real offensive presence on the inside. If they can prevent their shots from falling, they can prevent them. They can win by double digits. It's not the formula is there for Philly, and that would probably be the one thing I'm concerned about Junior's play is just that the Wizards have already been one of the down at the bottom 10th, 11th, whatever in effective field goal percentage in the series, mostly due to the Sixers defense, but basically how they're guarding them is they're saying we don't think you can establish. We don't think you can get easy buckets on us. So we'll play you like that. So I do agree. I think the Wizards for them to cash the over here, essentially we'll have to start dictating pace and we'll have to start playing at 104, 105 possessions per game. Force the Sixers to get out and run and gun a little bit, maybe even play from behind or the Wizards playing with a lead. Excuse me. But yeah, I mean, if that can't happen, Jay, and we continue to see the Wizards forced into contested jump shots, then yeah, the under is going to cash. That's why one of the reasons why I couldn't get involved in this because I could just see either side of this total going depending on how the game's played.
I always say when I can see either thing hidden, I usually always stay off, guys. I don't force bets. If it's something that I even feel like I know everything's a 50-50, but this is what we're trying to do, find some value, find where it's like, oh, I think there's a 60% chance. I think there's a 70% chance of this hitting. 50-50 or something like that, I'm likely not messing with it. I'll tell you, if I had to take this game, it'd be Sixers in a closeout game, a full game we could likely see, because even if the Wizards come out high, exactly almost carbon copy of the Bucks versus the Heat, even though we know they had added motivation still. Sixers know that they're the light years better team. Wizards' best two players are not 100%. So it's crazy to say, but I hate betting totals. I was looking at the under in this one. Obviously, I'm going to stay off of it. Junior on the over. I thought he was going to be on the under. But yeah, I think if the Wizards do try and show some here, obviously you got to score more points, but they struggle to score versus 76. We know they're one of the best defensive teams in the league. I mean, especially you got guys like Thibault coming off the bench. It's not fair. It's really not, to be honest with you. But yeah, lean Sixers here and lean towards the under, because I think the Wizards would have to lock up on defense if they have any little bit of pride. Obviously, they don't want to get swept, but it's just it's likely to happen. And at some point, they start to mail it in, my guys. So, and that's another reason. Fourth quarter, it could start to be a lot of points if the Wizards mail it in. They ain't gonna be playing defense no more. I hate betting totals. That's the last thing I'm gonna say about that one. Next game up, man. Jazz versus Grizzlies, Junior. We got the Jazz versus the Grizz. What we doing, my guy?
I actually don't have a look on this game because I'm very hesitant to disrespect the Grizzlies. The Jazz have been dominant, and there's just no way to get around that. But at the exact same time, like every single time the Grizzlies have had a reason, or I'm not gonna say had a reason, but every single time where it looked like the Grizzlies are like, all right, man, they took the Jazz best punch, time to call it a night. They kind of don't. They kind of scratch and claw and fight back, and then the Jazz have to go on another run to put them away. So I just think that in a backs against the wall scenario, which is what this is, because you're not going to go down 3-1 in the series and think you're going to win 3 games, right? If you're going to make it a series, you have to win this specific game. It's a stay away from me. Everything that you guys just said about the last game, I'm saying about this game. I get it. The Jazz are a much, much better team. There's no way I'm trying to say that Memphis is in their league.
Better? How much better? How much better?
Yeah.
I honestly, I'm going to tell you this. If you gave me a free play, I'd take the Jazz because it's under the magic number for me, which is 6. The Jazz shoot so many threes that 6 is 2 possessions to them, right? So if it's anything over 6, I'm taking the home dog at 6.5. 6 and under, I got to roll with the team that's just going to make so many goddamn threes. And here's another thing that I'm not going to say we, I'm going to say I kind of overlooked when I was capping this series. Not only do the Jazz shoot way more threes than other teams, they're the best 2-point defending team in the league. So, like, if you're relying on 2s, that's not even a great formula against this team. So unless Memphis, gets hot from 3, I have a hard time seeing them cover this spread. So if you're giving me a free play, sorry, I almost just dropped my phone. If you're giving me a free play, I'm taking the Jazz at this number. Memphis at anything over 6.
Jordan, this is the thing about taking a lot of threes. You'll live by the 3 and you'll die by the 3. If we see some negative regression from the Jazz and they don't come out hot like that in the first half, I could see them playing from behind in this one. Jordan, yeah, I think you'll be on me with this one. You like the Grizzlies, my guy. It's a Triple J, so like Jaren Jackson Jr. I'll tell you right now, I like Grizzlies early. I think it'll flip here. They came out with a terrible first, which they were supposed to. I called Jazz correctly. Now it flipped, and you saw the Grizz. They can hang with them boys, man, in the second half. What, they down 16, 18? Oh, they come and take the lead in the fourth quarter. They had it tied up 103 with, I think, about 3-4 minutes left. Obviously, Dylan Brooks fouled out his foul, and he always fouled, but he plays good defense. But Jordan, before I really get going, I like Grizz early. Jordan, what you thinking, my guy? Are you with me?
I like that you like Grizz early because my play on this game, I believe, is very correlated to that because I have the first quarter under here, and it's for 2 simple reasons. But I think you're onto something here with this, Jay, because the Grizzlies have to look at how they have come out in first quarters in this series and how they have gone for them, and say if we aren't down double digits, 9, 7 points, whatever, they've been down all 3 first quarters by more than 3 possessions. If they look at that and say, okay, if we correct that, especially from games 2 and 3 where they lost by barely double digits and we're down by essentially those margins after the end of the first quarter, if they come out and can essentially bring back that first quarter defense that we've seen from them at times here in this regular season, both these teams were top 5 first quarter defenses in the league. Grizzlies 5th, Jazz were 3rd. And if you're the Grizzlies, you're saying we could actually stop these guys in the first quarter, or at least stay with them via our defense. We can come down and win this game and tie this series. Because like something Junior said is exactly what I wrote in the article about this, so I won't go on too long. But it's like if you're the Grizzlies and you're looking at Taylor Jenkins is looking how they performed in the first quarter. You come out with another first quarter effort where you're down 3, 4, 5 possessions at the end of it. You might as well start planning your vacation because you're not winning Game 5 in Salt Lake City. It's over. This game, if they lose this game, it's done. I'm sorry. There's absolutely no way the Memphis Grizzlies can come back and take 2 of 3 or 3 in a row, 2 of 3 of which would be on the road. So they have to win this game, and that has to come with a large, very, very urgent defensive effort in the beginning and, quite frankly, the whole game. Now, I don't really get into like too much of how this whole game's going to go out because the Jazz, like I said, they're too good. They've proven superior to this Grizzlies team, definitely in the last 2 games. But Jay, you're absolutely right. I do think the Grizzlies, because of that never give up kind of mentality, they're going to come out with a very good effort tonight. I think that they kind of look at this as if they don't come out with an effort and come away with either the lead or a tie of some kind at the end of the first quarter, first half, the Jazz are just going to come out and smoke them in the second half. They have to kind of play their style of basketball. They got to get a lead. Starts with defense. I think in the first quarter here. So give me the under. I got 56 in the first quarter for this one.
Give me Grizz first half money line. I have money on plus 130, but I'm seeing plus 150s out there, man. If y'all can get that plus 150, man. I'm not saying smash just one unit, but yeah, Grizz the first half. I think they'll have the lead at the end of the first half. I think Jazz will be. If you like the Jazz here, I think you can catch a better line, my guys. Simply put, early on, I think the Grizzlies will be the aggressors here. In the first half, in this first game, or in game 3, they weren't supposed to be good. They just came off 4 straight, damn near really tough games. 1-1 in Utah. Obviously, you know what I'm saying? And the next one they got smacked up, but still was a close game. They had played 2 in the play-in tournament, all away games or whatever. So they come back to the house or whatever in a terrible spot. Guess what? In the second half, they really showed something to show that they can hang with the Jazz. They're not scared of Rudy Gobert. They can damn near get whatever they want in the paint. John Morant can get whatever he wants. Dylan Brooks is playing some defense out there. Triple J had a terrible game in game 3. I think it flips here. I think they play a really good first half, then the Jazz might take over this one in the second half. But that's how I'm looking at it. Grizzlies heavy lean to first quarter. I still like it, but I'm what my money's on right now, because I said I'm gonna hop on first quarter too. I just hadn't done it yet. Right now, my money's already on Grizzlies first half money line plus 130, plus 140, plus 150. I like it. Plus the cheddar. Junior, what you thinking, my guy?
I'm kind of liking, just from listening to both of y'all, kind of liking Grizzlies plus 1.5 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
That seems like a solid play. I'm not making it official because I haven't, taken the time to just look into it a little bit further, but definitely interested in that number for sure. And
Valanciunas got into foul trouble the last game as well, if I'm not mistaken, early on. That was huge, bro. That was huge. I don't even think he barely even played all game because he was. You know what happens, and I'm starting to see this. So we always talk about the refs or whatever, Scott Foster or whatever. When they call a couple early fouls, all it takes is the couple early fouls because then the guy's not even in rhythm. He's been sitting on the bench the whole time. I remember that third foul; it was like a touch foul. Valanciunas like, what the hell? I think the Grizzlies spot that. I don't give a damn who. I mean, people are not supposed to like it. Grizz first half money line. I like it. Let's keep it going, my guys. Jordan, break them off with your officials.
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to say I also forgot to mention that one of the reasons also I think the Grizz are good early in this game is they just have proven with their matchups that when they go a little bit smaller, put Kyle Anderson at the 4, they're a little bit tougher to guard. Like they're going to be creating some mismatches tonight because I think they've realized that those are their better lineups, and they got Bane either in there at the 4, or Kyle Anderson, somebody. So I think I think the Grizz are live tonight for sure in the first half. That first quarter, I like that play from you. I got the under 56 in the first quarter of the Grizzlies and Jazz tonight. Hoping the Grizz bring that defense tonight.
Exactly. I couldn't talk you off that, my guy. I cannot talk you off. Junior, what you liking, my guy?
Yeah, I only got one play, but I actually wanted to say something about the Grizzlies. Another thing that I like about them, which is why I'm a little bit interested in the first quarter, their coach has really done something that's really important in the playoffs, and that's shortened the bench. Brandon Clark at one point was like in and out of the starting lineup. Now he's lucky that he even gets on the court. Same thing with Tyus Jones, and I'm not saying those guys don't deserve playing time, but I feel like when a coach starts shortening his bench, then he's really locked in to what's going on the court in terms of playoff basketball, because you can't be playing 10 guys the playoffs. But my only official play, because Memphis is still not official right now, the over 229 in Wizards Sixers.
Got you. Let me see real quick. So I know my money's on plus 130. I'm just trying to see what the first quarter. I'm taking both of them. I'm taking Grizzlies money line first quarter plus 120. I'm finna put it in right now, and then I'm taking the Grizzlies first half as well, my guys. I'm getting both of them at plus money. I only need to win one of them for me to come out on top. I think I cashed both of them, to be honest with you. Grizz come out here hot. I still lean Grizz plus the points full game as well. I think you're gonna see a really good effort from them. If you get that 6 and plus 6, or even still plus 5 now, I heavy lean to Grizz full game, but I'm taking first quarter, first half money line. If they're gonna come out, if they're going to win to have a good full game effort, it's gonna start early here. I think the last game flipped here. Giving to me early. Ja Morant getting whatever he wanted into the hole. Them boys not even scared to go bare down there. French fried down there, my guy. But that's what I'm liking, man. Let's cash today. That's my guy, Junior Browne. That's my guy, Jordan Sharp. I'm your host, Jay Money. We will be back tomorrow, my guy. Gone.